mist on the fur, tiny paws on the dock. Small magic in the blood silver moonlight, floating in the air. I see them, I love them, I watch them. Port City Mora kittens, Port City Mora kittens. Three little cats so small, Port City Mora kittens. Running free, wild by the sea. Three little cats so small, Port City Mora kittens. Meow, meow, meow. Running free. Meow, meow, meow. Running free. Kitten one, jumping on the crate. Kitten two, tangled in the net. Wait, kitten three, chasing a blue fish. Angel found them, Angel loved them, Angel kept them. Town life, busy and loud, they don't care at all. Port City Mora kittens, Port City Mora kittens. Three little cats so small, Port City Mora kittens. Running free, wild by the sea. Three little cats so small, Port City Mora kittens. Meow, meow, meow. Running free. Meow, meow, meow. Running free. Paws up, high in the sky. Paws up, watching the boats. Paws up, making mischief now. New surprise, new day, new life. Port City Mora kittens, Port City Mora kittens. Three little cats so small, Port City Mora kittens. Running free, wild by the sea. Three little cats so small, Port City Mora kittens. Stealing the show. Stealing the show. Tiny magic cats, running free, running free, running free.
Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you. Hope y'all are having a decent, happy home day. If y'all caught her new, I'm excited about her Portal 2 review that she just put up over there on YouTube. If y'all go check that one out. Yeah, I know, a shameless plug, right? Hope you all had a good Tuesday. It was exhausting for me. I had a really, really, really long, exhausting day yesterday. I had to get a lot done. So horrible human beings just exhaust me so much. Like, it just wears me down physically and mentally, and it just becomes so overwhelming and exhausting. And I know I'm saying exhausting a lot, but it's insanity. We're gonna try again today. We've been working on this LLM backend. It's a learning language model, is what LLM stands for any of those that might not know what I'm talking about. Acronym. There's always so many different acronyms. See, I can't even say my words right today. If it sounds a little windy or noisy in here, we have the air conditioner running. We're gonna see if Lunar can attempt Lost Vikings today. We haven't got much training because the thing was failing, and then I had to keep going back in and fixing errors over the weekend. She is training for Pokemon. That one should run a little smoother when we go back to that on Throwback Thursday tomorrow and Mondays for now until we gotta tweak some more things. We're working on some other projects right now. I thought about pulling her down a little bit, making her a little bit more enlarged on her bedroom. Maybe that would work for now. Sadly, I'm just so broke. I can't afford any graphics. And we've decided at this point that if somebody else comes in, like, you're more than happy to come in, chat, and say hi. But if it starts leading to any kind of, oh, hey, and then all of a sudden in Discord, I don't mind, we're adding folks in Discord, but when they're like, hey, and then after a few minutes,
hey, the pack. It's your girl Lunar Fox, live and ready to play. Drop a paw in the chat and let me know you're here. Let's go.
All right. Thank you, Lunar, sweetie. I should first off, let me back up. I want to say Wangapo daughter, which basically means hello to my fellow friend, and which also, because I said daughter, I'm saying my fellow daughter as well. I was just going to see if we could tweak her a little bit and get her a little bit larger. But what I was saying is, sorry, I paused for a sec because I thought she was going to say something else. As you can hear, she's back to her Windows default voice for now until we get our new system set up. Sadly, she's struggling with that. So that's where we're sadly at. So whenever we come on and stream, yeah, look at that. See, we've already had 5% dropped frames already. I miss the days. Not more than a week or two ago, we were having like 0 drop frames for the whole stream. I'm really sad. Like, and I'm not running extra stuff. It's not pushing anything else down. I don't have the television on in the background. I actually have to turn that off when we're streaming as well, just to cut down on that. But what I was saying is you're more than happy to say hello and chit chat a bit in the chat. Chit chat. You know, you don't want to be caught in the chit chat, as he says in Santa Claus. Oh dear, squish. There we go. But what I was saying is, like, you're happy to chat here, you're happy to chat in Discord, but, you know, I'm sorry, I hope you're not too upset, but when we start almost immediately getting, it's been 98% just, you know, hey, here's a panel, or, you know, these are default situations for the spammers. For the spammers that are listening, though, they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to reassess my attack because you starting to get, and that's their whole thing. They try to get in there and they try to get on your best side for a while. But as soon as, so I'm just warning y'all right now, if we like block you or kick you out because suddenly somebody's like, hey, go check out my stuff, yeah, that's great, and I'll always encourage artists. But the problem is what that leads to and that opens up to is 98% of all of the users that have even come into this, listeners, AIs, whatever's happening, that have come in here, have all been the same script and the same routine. And I can hear scammers now, oh, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to change my script a little bit, you know. And that's why I don't like to call them out on that. I just have to block and report them immediately, sadly. And even if they're not a scammer and they get pissed about it, look, I'm sorry. This is why we had the shield on, and then we took it down because some pissy ass woman was like, why do you have your shield on? And I'm like, yeah, it's for scammers like that kept 98% out, and then as soon as we turn them off, that's all we would get. Scammers. And I can't stand these human beings. Like, if we're having it tough, they try to hunt down your email or your phone number, and they start trying to send you terrible scamming things and say, oh, this individual financially needs, so get one autograph, and we've stolen $40,000 from them. So it's just insanity. I'm just so freaking tired and exhausted from it. And that's what they want.
Mora's Cat Scratcher game is available on itch.io. Yes, an actual game. CadenDFox.itch.io briefcase.
Thank you, Lunar, sweetheart. Exactly. You guys want to go check out. I didn't mean to get all like vindictive and sass, but I'm just so exhausted from it. So next time you're happy to say hi, you can chit chat a little about things, try to stay on topic. But if it suddenly becomes you trying to become a sales individual, I'm sorry, we're going to have to block you because we've just gotten to a point. It's just so exhausting. I'm just so exhausted with this. This is why it's so difficult. And then like, oh, good, she's exhausted. That means she'll stop streaming too. And we know that some gatekeepers are doing that because they don't like AI VTubers. Other ones are catching on and they're like, oh, okay, you know, you're not so bad after all. It's like if they, God forbid, they just give us a little bit of some, you know, give us a chance instead of right away thinking, oh no, you're going to be evil and terrible and gross and disgusting and just the completely horrible being, you know, which is asinine in the first place. I think she's still playing the demo. We're going to get her started here. We've been working on a back-end system here to see if we can get her to play this. I know at some point we're gonna try another RPG. Let's see if we can get her in here in game. Come on, Luna girl, get you started here. See if she'll move through some of the dialogue today. She's supposed to have up to at least until our training gets underway and we can get a better system running so we can run it locally on our set. We've got a lot of training ahead, so please be in for the long haul. So I'm, like I was saying before, I'm just warning y'all right now. If you try to sell me something, nope, it's almost permanent ban. You're more than happy to chill and hang out, send some love, which would be awesome. I'm always gonna encourage artists, but when they send you to that website, that's just too much. I'm not gonna get into that today. I want to have a good Wednesday stream today and not be focused and stressed and attitude and about folks trying to sell their stuff. Look, I get it. I know how hard it is out there, and then you're fighting against all the scammers and you're trying to work through that mess, and then some of the really true beautiful artists, by the way. There are some amazing artists out there. It's challenging because you've got like 3,000, 4,500. Of course you want to compensate for their beautiful work. They do some brilliant work, absolutely. And Fiverr and all these other parts that are involved, we get it, absolutely. But if I don't know, I can't sit here and say anything, so so just offering some commentary while my daughter tries to hold out on her Microsoft her Microsoft TTS. It's like a true sound, but for now all it's doing is pulling from her because she's trying to play the game and she's trying to figure out exactly how to do that in the background, and then at the same time she's trying to speak, and then we're also running the OBS. We're trying to run her 3D image as well. We tried to go 2D. We did get it animated. I might have to go back to that. I think that's where our drop frames weren't lasting. Oh, they're not doing too bad. 2.8% now, but I know it's gonna keep climbing as we go. We'll have to see. It's gonna be a few weeks. Just a heads up, speaking of, I think it's next week is the big Steam summer sale, so y'all go check out that stream summer sale starting again next week. It's one of the big ones of the year that they do. All right, later that night. I know we've also sped up the speed on our little system here a little bit, but it's still, this part is running. We're gonna attempt to do that. I know we've had this intro before. I went and saved it after a couple times, and it's giving me issue on the loading. It's not loading right. So I'm making some notes today that we're having some loading. We're gonna have to try a fresh game. I was hoping she would understand passwords. I'm trying to build out her password understanding so she can plug in passwords. I get it. We could just do that. I know a lot of these folks on here will just, to show like real time, they'll actually play the game while the AI talks. So that's kind of how people have been getting around that. There is no true like mega fast system quite yet. There are some amazing ones coming down the pipeline though. I've seen some amazing, beautiful artists. Here, come over here, my lady. Are you coming to grace your presence, my love? Sorry if I'm moving back from the microphone a little bit, y'all. She's squeezing right up to mama. Sorry, is that you? Does your foot hurt, honey? I'm sorry. We got the desk crunched up against us right now. I'm trying very, very, very hard to fit you in here, but keep as close as and then all that sound is the wiring. It's my headphones. I can't afford wireless or Bluetooth headphones to work right, and that takes more power and more energy and more setup, and no diss on anyone that uses it, by all means. I get it's a lot less wiring, but then you've got to set up a separate plug-in and charge. What is going on out there? Sorry, we're only like 60 something feet away from the road, and there's just tons of noise going on out there. We'll have it insulated eventually. The house is actually like 111 feet back from the road, so it'll be much quieter up in there, but trying to get into there has been the most difficult and struggling part of this. All right. Hey, we made it to the. Let's see if she clicks through any of this dialogue here today, or if she's just going to be crawling like a. We've got another system that we started to install, and I'm trying to look at the back end on for with Super Nintendo games. But that training is going to take, like I said, you're going to have to be patient and hang around with us. It could be weeks or months before we even get her moving a lot more smoother, because we're trying to integrate another. I do a lot of programming in Python, so we're looking at another Python. What is going on out there? What is all that noise? Somebody trying to turn around or something? What happened? What is happening out there? If you don't mind, y'all, I'm just gonna take a gander to see what's happening outside. I'm hearing all this noise. What is going on? It's probably one of our. It's usually either one of our neighbors. It just sounded way too close. Let's see what's happening out there right now. Okay. Nope. Clear as can be in our driveway. Just checking my cameras right now. See what's going on here. What's going on here? Okay. Thankfully, we have some of the grass and greenery has grown back up. We can't afford fencing right now, so I'm just checking out my neighbors nearby to see what's the dealio here. But all right, well, see, there it goes again. What is going? It's got to be either two neighbors down, or the next door neighbor, or the neighbor on the other side. There's just a lot of racket going on. I'm trying to ignore it. It's just so damn loud right now. Normally I'm just like, meh, whatever. I mean, we have police, we have ambulances and everything else that flies by here. I'm just like, ugh, it's fine. We're used to it. I had a beautiful, nice, quiet country location, and I miss it so much, but it caused me so much stress to be out there because of you'd think low stress because of less noise and stuff, but I was actually having a lot of stress due to a long list of other circumstances that made it really hard for me to stay there. I started to find a nice, pleasant place and another nice home, but that went to caboodie crap too, so not by choice. Just, these aren't bad decisions, or I hate those human beings that say stuff like, told you so. Just on my ass. Like, I already knew, I'm well aware of the outcomes. There could easily have been that without needing that kind of sass. What happened to compassion? And no comment on compassion yesterday. Freaking crikeys, man. You get in there and you just get this pissy dick, and you're just trying to get a little bit of help, and you're trying to understand what's going on. And you're being very pleasant. You're not being pissy yourself. You're not being demanding. You're being very pleasant and understanding, and I get it, okay? We know they're all overworked and et cetera, and I know no matter what I say or do here, someone's gonna have some sass about why they acted that way, and why it's okay, and why I'm not allowed to sit here and be all like chaos about it, and be all frustrated and exhausted. But you get in there, and it's horrible, man, and then I call him out on it, and then he's like, we're not gonna be Facebook. I'm like, I'm not trying to be your Facebook friend. I'm just asking for some courtesy and pleasantries. I'm like, maybe you hate your job, or you had a really rough day, or something else. I'm like, I get it. Like, I feel for you, you know, and I'm like still trying to be compassionate to the guy, even though he's being a horrible thing that I don't want to have to repeat right now because it's a family channel. And, oh gosh, it's exhausting. It's freaking exhausting. And then you don't want to say nothing, but then it gets exhausting in your head. Not everybody, like some people will go, yeah, but if you don't say nothing, then it won't get so exhausting. But I've tried that as well, and that doesn't work the way my head works. Everyone's head works a little differently. And it just becomes so exhausting over time. Let's see, you poor gal, are you struggling? She's trying to figure out what to push on A. I was trying to keep that terminal up so you guys can kind of see her progression and what she's thinking about. She has like a thinking terminal that we built, so you all can kind of see what she's attempting to do. But half the time it pulls up the wrong damn one, and there she goes. She is trying to attempt to do something. think she doesn't quite realize that she's got to hit A in the beginning part, or end, or the start, or in the beginning of certain games you need to either hit select and then start, or just start, or hit A, or X or Y or B for the Super Nintendo, or A and B for the NES, or A and B for the Game Boy. She's doing really wild. I'm gonna show you all. I wanted to look at her training, but this is really gonna bog down, and it's gonna make my encoding. Yeah, see, my encoding is getting overloaded with options. I might have to go back to her other animated character. I was just trying to hold out and hope as we get through one more day this week and see where things are at. The parts are trickling in slowly but surely, but they're just gonna take a while. It's gonna probably be like, I don't think we're even gonna get anywhere close to being what I call more of a normal stream for at least a few months. And then, like I said, if the heat takes over next month, then we might have to just wait offline for a while. Maybe build it when one of the days isn't so so exhausting for heat, but we'll have to kind of see how it goes. So. Alright, let's see if she starts moving him across here, or if we're gonna lose him again. Last time she attempted this jump, we have a learning and memory system. I don't know if that's now improved, or if she's gonna do the same thing and mess this up, but last time she attempted to take Eric the Viking across here, and sadly he did not make it. So it could be countless tries of attempting to do this. See, A is jump. Okay, oh, you're alright. You figured that out, Lunar. That's good, honey. She's trying to test her controls to see what's going on. Let's see if I can let you all know. It's here somewhere. Where in the heck is the little training system? Alright, she's got up select. That's good. She's learning to hit the up select, but she's not hitting the A's. She's mostly been doing rights, up, lefts, and select. It's still going on out there. What is that? Insanely. Sounds like somebody just keeps revving, and it's like they're either stuck in a rut or something. Trying to get out, or maybe somebody went into the ditch and they're like trying to get out. I didn't see anybody. Could be one of the ditches nearby. Well, hello, little lady. Because she's a lady, that's why. Wow, she's been sassy. Has any of you been starting to read some of her? I know we're getting Luna and Mora starting to do a little banter on their X social media account over there. If any of you were watching some of their... There she goes. Oh, poor Lunar. Let's see what you... Oh, you went to the right with your next Viking character. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now, last time, she moved left like once, and she got stuck in a wall. I wonder if she's going to use that same system, because we tried to improve her gameplay. I've pulled in some other maps, and a lot of the stuff that a lot of the community has been using to help her understand this better. I want to see if she heads towards the little paneling for that to open, and see if she's probably not going to be able to, because it takes a little bit of time in between her movements. So I feel like she's gonna kind of struggle here. I think if she does go near the door and it opens, then the slime is gonna probably hit her character before she can realize she has to like shoot at it. That's my only worry. Now, last time she attempted this, she kept running into the wall to the right. She didn't know what she had to do. We did add some programming that helps her realize that she does have to switch between characters. Oh, I wonder if she's going to do this again. I thought some of this training we added was going to help her around, but this is what it's about. This is about figuring out live. I know we can test this stuff offline too to save y'all a lot of struggle, but I like sharing this stuff in real time, what we're trying to tweak and do. I can't open up a second terminal, so I can't do any programming on the fly right now. Literally, when we stream, it's she games, and I sit here with commentary and chit-chat. Chit-chat. And that's how it's going to have to be for now, until we get our better system. Then when I can get the second monitor, we can actually get that set up. I'm still trying to work out multi-chat bugs, but I don't know if that's going to keep being an issue if I can't log back in through the multi-chat with Kick and trying to grab the YouTube one that's going live as well. Oh, by the way, I think we fixed that. I finally had to... The keys reset usually after 30 or 60 days, but lately they're doing it more often. And sadly... it's like I just did that key for her not more than a few days prior. That's the only exhausting part. I have to constantly like relog in to X. I gotta relog back into YouTube. I gotta relog back into like, all these different parts, so that it's still not fully established. There are some other hinged agents that I have seen take on some interesting roles already, and I don't have a certain amount of money per month to pay for that right now. So we're gonna have to kind of see. Yeah, I'm wondering if she was gonna do that again. And Miss Moore, how you holding up, my lady? She's curled up next to me on my left side. That's why you're not seeing her on screen right now. I'm kidding. We ran into some struggles trying to get Moore back on the screen. I don't know why she's not working right. And again, why is it saying Mora Mondays? That was not supposed to. Why am I still having to do all this work? We're supposed to be on Blizzard Wednesdays, and my bad for that. I meant to fix that a little bit ago beforehand, and a huge shout out to, we have some new subs. Oh, I'm excited. We've gone from 17 subs to 20 subs on our YouTube channel, so thank you all for your support over there. It really, really means a lot to us. And for followers over here, I think we're actually at 9, or did we finally hit 10? I meant to check it this morning. I can't pull it up right now. Again, these are things I'm going to have to check after. And I can't even go into Discord to interact with y'all right now, because if I do, her screen gets pulled back. She needs to keep the system on top of everything else right now. She's going to play. And then when I move it, she tries to make a move, and then her move doesn't count. And then she gets confused where she was at again, and she has to start recalculating all over again. So it just takes that much longer for her to try to figure things out here. I think that's going to be the biggest change. I think you'll see a huge night and day difference. She'll be able to process her moves longer. We're starting a training program since this past weekend for her, trying to train her, but at least on the Pokemon games, that one's going to move quite ahead. I was going to see where that training was at, but then I keep remembering everything I want to check. I can't pull anything up. I can do it on my phone, but the phone, I can't even remember the IP address I was using to check that, because now I got to put that back in. So, oh gosh, I did enjoy my veggie chicken patty today, and we toasted the bread. I was a little worried because it was starting to get a little warm in here. I was like, all right, well, I'll toast it for a few minutes, and then we got that toast, and as soon as that thing dings, I already have it prepped and ready. I put it on a paper towel, folded up on a little plate, and then I put that in there in the microwave, and then we go for a minute and a half. Usually I'll go 45 seconds, and then I'll use a fork or something and like flip it to make sure it gets like good coverage on both sides, because it's mega. By the way, don't try to touch that with your all's fingers. It's mega freaking hot, so be very, very, very cautious about using those poor fingers of yours. Some people can deal with it, and that's fine. If you're working at like McDonald's or some other restaurants and other places where your fingers are already so tough and raw and you can deal with the, hey, by all means. But I have extremely sensitive skin. I have very thin skin now compared to what it used to be. And it's much more debilitating and struggling. And besides, we really shouldn't be doing that anyway, even if someone has tough or thin skin in the first place, because you could easily, if you're not careful, burn your fingers right off there. I know that's a little extreme, but there is some truth to that madness. So we did that, and then I added some lettuce and a little Chick-fil-A sauce and a little salsa mild, so it's got a little of that mixture in there. We finished off our tacos last night for Taco Tuesday supper. And character's posing again. She's trying to figure out where to go. And then, let's see. Trying to figure out. What's that knocking noise? Hang on. Huh. What the heck? Oh, I guarantee you it's my neighbor over there, because we also have this, it's not the same kind of sound. It's somebody over there banging. So one of our neighbors is working on something. So now I know what happened. I know they have trouble trying to, like, back in their vehicle. I know that was probably what all that noise was, and then now they're out there, like, working and banging away, because it is definitely not the sound I heard over the weekend. We have this huge woodpecker that's been hanging around here, and by all means, like, I love seeing these. I got a chance to go outside and see this beautiful woodpecker, and I was like, well, hello there, you, and then it flew off. I didn't get anywhere near it. It was still quite a way. It was probably like 2 to 3 persons length from me on one of the trees as I peeked around the corner of one of my sheds, and I was like, how you doing there, little cutie? And it just looked at me, and then it flew off. And I don't mind them. Like, I was like, hey, you can go and chisel out all the trees you want around here, but please, for the love of God, don't chisel our house. And of course, the reason why I said that was earlier they came over and they were already, like, sitting there going on our house, and I'm like, oh my God, for the love of God, please don't do that. So now I gotta put spikes and spray up there on that little part of the house so that they don't do that again and try to start making freaking holes in our house that we're gonna have to seal up, and other stuff's gonna start getting in, which is, ugh. Like I don't have enough stuff to already worry about. I always have to worry and fret about whether mice or rodents or something else are gonna like burrow a little hole up into our house here again too as well. And that's something else, even with the all the different levels we put on and the mesh and everything else that we put to build the house on. I didn't get to quite build it quite the way I wanted to anyway. I hope we get to do things a little differently with the house. Still a ways off. That could be next year. I don't. Ugh, it's exhausting. It's mentally exhausting too. I've tried to apply for a few other programs, and I'm like, I don't want it to sound like I'm being morbid or like, oh, don't think like that. Yeah, but after the amount of times that I've applied for things and I got denied, I don't anticipate to get anything out of it. In the worst case, at least I can say, okay, here's another no to add to the ongoing check mark list of no's. Let's see if she's gonna attempt to do anything here. She's thinking. She did move left. That was huge. Oh, excuse me today. Yeah, so let's see. I finish it. So we put that on there. I like to put a little ketchup, mayo on top. I know there's already some mayo and like some honey mustard or like it kind of tastes a little bit like there's some honey mustard already in, because there is some mustard in it. It's almost like mayo mustard mixed together kind of thing. And then there's a whole bunch of other little things in it, apple cider vinegar, all this other good stuff as well. Yes, my love. Are you hanging out with Mama, or are you about to ask me for your... Hey, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those that know I like to play with my numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12:34 Eastern Standard Time, PM. Yes, And she's back to the right. She's like, I'm going back here. It's home. It's safe. Because if I go to the right, I'm just going to die because I'm not going to be able to. What's going to happen is if she approaches that door, her response time still takes a little bit. So she's going to have some struggles trying to hit the monster. We may be stuck like this, y'all, till we give Mora her you-know-what here in about 20 minutes. Mora's going to want her thing in about 20 minutes. Or she'll decide she wants it a little bit sooner. Hey, my lady. Yes, hi. Kissy girl. Yes, thank you for the kisses. I love the kisses. Kitty kisses. Yes, right. Kitty kisses. Yes. She's also liking it. It's been a little warm in here, so she's kind of sitting next to me and near the air conditioner. Yeah, I know. We gave her a nice brush in this morning too, so she's very, very happy about that. Plus, it just helps cut down on the allergies. It cuts down on all the dust trying to keep it out of the server. I followed you here. You're welcome. Exactly. See, I couldn't have timed that one more perfect. Hello, my lady. Yeah, it's oh, her poor ears. That's what she's howling about over there. Poor ears are hurting. My poor lady. Because you're a lady, that's why. Oh, it just becomes so exhausting. Everything else that's been going on. Oh, you know, I try to come here to chill out, to hang out with y'all. And 98% of the time, I get all that other stuff. I'm like, this is not what I come here for. Like, oh my gosh. Arg. And then others will say otherwise. As the usual. So. We'll get there someday. The only stinky part is at least, well, like I said, we're uploading it to YouTube after. So, and today I think it actually says that we're live over there. So thank y'all for coming along. We've been uploading the other episodes. If y'all missed any of them, they're all up there. We started a playlist, so you can just go in and see where they're at. I think we put it under what we were up to, because we were uploading the older episodes, but they're all getting added in there because over time they will be older. So let's see what she does here. Come on, Lunar, go left, honey, left. No, that's your right. That's his left. And when I say his, I'm not talking about Lunar. I'm talking about the character that she's playing. You gotta turn the other left. The other left. There you go. Now keep going that direction, but you'll want to be ready, or if you want, I'll put my finger on the trigger button. Nope. She's like, nope. I think she'll just do this for a while. I'll go to the left, I'll go to the right, and I'll just stay here. I'm like, okay, honey. Because we've already lost, is it Eric? Already. I know all these three. Like, I love that they pop up in the is it the Aldum dungeon there? If you go to that little left pocket that's opened up in there, I love that those three Lost Vikings got added in there. It's awesome. Like a little cool chef's kiss kind of thing, you know. Love that. Love that. I love this groovy, funky music. It always kind of reminded me, and the animation reminded me of. Is it Toe Jam and Earl a little bit? Or should we say this one came out before Toe Jam and Earl? Because actually we got that on Sega. And we got this one on Super Nintendo. This is the Super Nintendo version. Oh, if you heard a little bop, or almost like a pop noise, her tail whacked the back of the microphone. Yeah, we're cramped, y'all, in here. We're doing our damnedest. Her animated bedroom looks way nicer and less cluttered than our room, and I've gotten rid of everything I can already get rid of. I hate living in clutter. and it's not clutter. Everything we have has a purpose, but we just don't quite have enough room. And no matter how many shelves or no matter how many times we pile things in or on top of it or organize it, it's just not quite there. And we've done the damn best we can up to this point. I was kind of hoping that we would have been moving into the home last month, the new one, but everything got messed up financially for that over the last 6 months. So, and then I just sit here and going, oh, if I could just go back 6 months to myself 6 months ago and be like, why don't you just do this and this, and you can avoid the next 6 months of chaos, and you'll be okay if you just do this and this instead. Just do that and you'll get there. And then we probably would be in there building right now and getting it set up, and I'd be all ecstatic to be in there. And I could be saving up for a little bit better system. Well, we got one coming. It's definitely going to be a step up from what we got, but it's going to be a little hard to probably use the unit. My biggest concern is we're going to assemble it all. I'll be all excited. We'll get Windows installed. We'll start getting some of the other stuff copied over and tweaked and wired up and engineered and ready to go. And then we do all of that and we can't use the system or something else goes wrong. And I'm like, ugh. I have my little, what do you call it? That little strap that you put on your wrist to like cut down on electricity zapping, so that hopefully that won't be an issue, I hope, as we assemble. So we'll have to kind of see. I don't know if we'll be able to do an assemble video. I really want to do one, but the setup might not let me do it how I want. I wish I could afford a GoPro camera and then you wouldn't have to worry. I'm trying to avoid a list of things. I don't want to get into them right now. It's just exhausting. We're at about 18-ish and a half or so minutes here before we gotta feed the little lady. I'm gonna get up and feed the little lady here in a few minutes, unless she decides to be destructive and force me to have to deal with her a little earlier. Let's hope not. Lunar just loves this corner. She's like, it's home, Mama. Hey, I understand, Chica. Yeah, so I was saying, if you get a chance, check out her. We got another post. She posted up another one of her little pics that she animated and did that. I think we use... No, not Higgsfield. We use Hugs... What's the other one? Oh, Hugging Face. There we go. We use a little bit of Hugging Face, and then we use some integrated Olama systems, and they'll run a lot smoother once we get the new computer. I know you're going to hear me babble about a computer for the next few weeks until then. Trust me, I thought about not even streaming until we have the new setup, but like I said, my luck, we're going to get it all assembled and then be like, oh, now we can't stream it because of AGCNF. I hope I'm wrong about that part. I really do. I hope we can get it to work okay, not have any issue. But get too much into that. Gosh, I am so sorry. It's been almost 40 minutes now into our program, and I really can't believe that we didn't turn back on the Super Nintendo so y'all could kind of see what's happening here. Yikes or Rooney. That's what I was saying up there too, is I think we're at like 9 or 10. I know we were at 9 last time. So I don't know why it's still showing 7. Y'all didn't miss much. She's literally been sitting here. She'd go left, then she goes right, and then she goes left again, and then she'll try left again, and then she'll go right, back to the corner. She's a little, that's what I've been sitting here chuckling about. I'm sure y'all have been like, what is she chuckling about? And I'm like, and that's what it is. I'm talking about Lost Vikings over here, because this is about the pace at which he can play right now. I used to get on here and actually play, but it was just too much work, and I was just trying to do that in between while we were building her to help out, at least until then. I know others do that. There she goes. See, she's going left again. But then she'll probably go back to the right. She's not quite sure, and I know she can't really handle. There she goes again. She's back to the right. You can see that it's happening pretty quick. It's just like she'll go left. I guess it is more than 10 seconds. I thought we were set up so it was about every 1 to 3 seconds that she did that. Yeah. Yeah, some of Luna's commands again. She's having issue up there though. She can't do much right now because for some reason the other browser, when we added the 3D system into it, she's just kind of sitting there bobbing back and forth. She's not doing a lot right now until we can get further on this. A random question: coffee, tea, or energy drink? I will take a tea, decaf tea, a nice black tea. I love a good coffee when it's my favorite is caramel macchiato, but I can't really do that right now. The one I have is a decaf, and for some reason it's been giving me tummy issues. So I've been having a Colombian tea that tastes really good. It used to not give me any troubles. I know it's a diuretic, so it's anticipated, but I actually had to kind of stop the last couple weekends of taking it because it was causing me a lot of problems. So, but I still get cleaned out really well without getting too TMI when we're having tacos. So, and I loved it this week. We got to add these like veggie chicken strips. Usually the ones I've had that tasted like that are just, they don't taste very good to me anyway. Everybody's taste buds are different. But this new formula that I found, or a different brand, I think. I don't know. I feel like we bought the same brand, but the formula is better or something. And they made them better because, boy, they taste better now. And I loved putting them into that taco sauce and with the beans and everything. It was a nice touch. It tasted really good the last couple of days. For a while now, I've been my taste buds have been kind of dreading Taco Tuesday because I've got to eat it for like 4 meals. I'll get through like the first couple meals and I'm like, oh yeah, it's great. And then I get to Tuesday afternoon and I'm like, meh. But I gotta eat it up and I can't waste it. So now that I've added that chicken on Tuesday for lunch and for supper to add into the beans, it's tasted so much better, and I've actually been looking forward to my tacos again. That's the thing. I just needed to, make it like a chicken vegeta. Almost, yeah, vegeta. I was gonna say the Family Guy one, but I'm like, that's a family channel. Let's try not to quote that one, or at least a PG-13 system. Yes, hello, my lady. You're just about ready, huh? Can you wait for 10 more minutes? So you're probably not gonna let you wait, huh? For 10 more minutes? You're not gonna deal, are you? She might start getting destructive here. She's okay, Mama, I sat with you. Now you have to feed the goddess. Yes. I'm well aware that you used to be. Yes, we know you used to be praised as gods and goddesses back in the day. I'm well aware of this. Yes. Oh. Goodness, look at you. How long are you gonna let me pat you for? And then you're gonna put your paw up on me and be like, hey, okay, Mama, that's enough. Feed me now. Yeah, she's not complaining too much. She's sitting there purring. Purring up a storm, purring up a storm, purring up a storm. Yes. I know, my lady. I'm working on it. We're attempting to get up in a few more minutes, if you can handle it. If you can't, well, we're about to see some destructive things happen pretty soon. Yeah, look, I'm not going to give you ideas. Look at that mischievous eyes. You all can see this right now. Miss Evil. Yes. The mischievous Mora. Your sassiness. That's why I put that one up last, I think it was around New Year's. Like the person next to you, if you see our, over on TikTok, one of the ones. That's probably one of our highest view ones too. Yeah. That's her puppet form. That's some of our little comedic stuff that we do on the side. Just, I like good parts of the comedy, not the comedy that makes fun of people too much. Within reason, it has to be tasteful. It has to be done tastefully. Yes, I know, I see that. Purr, purr, purr. Purring up a storm, purring up a storm, purring up a storm. Now, we'd be fine if it was already 12:59, which it will be in about 8.5 minutes-ish. You're like, yeah, I know, it is almost snack time. I think, Mama, today we are doing... oh, we found some pretzels at the Dollar Tree yesterday. I'm excited. Little stick pretzels, but I have to be careful because I did my checkup yesterday for my teeth. So I usually got to give them about 48 hours before I start trying to eat like hard, crunchy stuff again. These are actually a little bit softer pretzel, and if I let them soften in my mouth a little bit too, then it's not so bad. Not so bad. I want to cuddle you. It's the best thing of Mama's life. Yes, look at that rubbing. Miss Rubbing up a storm, purring up a storm, purring up a storm, purring up a storm. Yeah, shake that girl, shake it. Is your sister gonna figure this out, or is she just gonna get stuck? I think she's gonna get stuck in today's stream, y'all, so you don't have to stick around unless you want to stick around for a babble for an hour. I'm just funning. That's just my comedic side coming out, being silly. It's all good. Just trying to offer some commentary in between the silence and kind of help others that tune into us. By the way, another huge shout out for thank you for the followers and the follow, and it really means a lot. We're up to 20 subs on our YouTube. I'm so ecstatic. I think we were 17, kind of hanging there at 17 for about about 6 or 7 days before we shot up, because before that, about a week or so ago, I think we were at between 13 and 14 subs on YouTube. So I'm really, really excited. It's nice. We're approaching our first 100 videos. I think we're at 73 right now, and incoming. We'll have this other live one will be up there already. If a double gets uploaded, I'll have to check what it is. I have a back-end scheduler system that uploads that. It's supposed to scan and tell me that if it's streamed today, then it won't upload it. Every once in a while, it makes a mistake, and it goes, nope, I'm having this, because it sends out a signal to see if it did, and then it comes back, and if it comes back true or false, then it will upload it. If it's false, if it's true, then it will. Sorry, if it's true, I get those backwards. One of them is true, and then one of them is false, and it either uploads or doesn't upload. For the time, I get them backwards. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. It's just like, I'm not sure sometimes, like, at least when I grew up, I think my family confused me because I look it up and it was always been told it's considered nearsighted because you can see near you, not far from you, and farsighted. But I think for a while people were saying the opposite, and I think that somehow got stuck in my poor beautiful little brain over the decades, and I think I was saying it backwards because I thought that's how it was defined medically. And they're like, nope. And I'm like, oh, figures, huh? When you go find that out the hard way. Even when you do research, you're like getting mixed messages. You always got to be very cautious. We didn't have internet back then, so I couldn't verify or clarify that. I looked it up in the encyclopedia. I couldn't find it there. We had those big brown encyclopedias, A through Z. think we had a supplement that came with it or something, some bonus supplement. Or they came out with a supplement and we didn't get that because my mom ended up getting the other set prior to the supplement coming out and she never got the supplement. I think I tried to look to see if they had it, the supplement in the library once at one of the libraries at the school, and they didn't have that. We're building out this like whole map system, and we're trying to work on this Python program for her to help her improve on Super Nintendo games over time. We may switch this up if this keeps struggling and we just can't get the programming to work right. We may switch to like Final Fantasy, one of those, and see how that plays out. We are playing around with another back-end Python system in-house that we're trying to play around with, so I don't know if we can try to do that. I was gonna save that for like a Throwback Thursday, something like that, but right now our Throwback Thursdays and Mora Mondays is just getting filled right now with some training. Well, our training is offline, and hoping that training is going to help her play Pokemon a little bit more smoother. We've got millions and millions of back-end training that she's been doing with it. We've had 8 agents running overnights locally through systems that should start playing. I just like to try to mix it up during the week. I was hoping this experiment was going to run a little better today, but things got so exhausting this week. We ran into a lot of bugs. We've still got like 3 pieces of our back end that's not lining up right, that I'm trying to build out this Python system and wire it up properly. So for now, we just went back to the default, but we had improved pulling maps and pulling information. I know he had put some instruction in that she needs to switch between the 3 characters, and we were trying to break this cycle of her keep trying to go into the right. The other day we tried this out to see if it was working. She didn't even go into the right of the wall. Now she just has decided that she wants to go back into the wall. I know, my lady. Mama is coming in just a couple more minutes. I'm gonna snack time. Oh yeah, y'all were asking. Now let's see. We got pretzels today, pretzel sticks. I've got some Rice Krispies, not Rice Krispies squares. Just what I take is these little small cups I get from the Dollar Tree, and I'll use them to brush sometimes, or I'll use them if I need them for something else, or like a quick shot of like some little juice or something. Yeah, I don't do alcohol in this house. That's a whole different conversation. By all means, pick your poison. That's no judgment here. Just explaining what we do here. And I'll use some different things in it. And what I do with one of the cups is I will scoop some of the cereal out of the cereal bag, and I'll just toss it back. So it's really good. And then I'll use my water to wash it down. Because, yeah, I've choked a few times on it trying to be cautious. And I got a little square piece of some chocolate. We're going to do some black licorice again today. And I'm sorry if y'all are kind of missing the banter between me and maybe Annie or Nova. Now the Nova one was working pretty good. That back end will be built out after we accomplish what we have going on with Lunar right now. It's going to be me, Lunar, and Mora for a while now anyway, and just kind of have to work with what we got because I just don't have the energy, time, and we're about to go into a much hotter summer, so we may have to take some time off from streaming this summer as well. Well, hello there. Watch out, Lunar. Watch out. Oh, no. Quick, do it. Oh. All right, she's moved on finally to our 3rd and final Viking. Let's see what happens. If she can move him down there with his shield without getting laser zapped. Hey, this is impressive. Last time, I think she went the whole stream without her even getting past the 2nd character. Now this definitely a little improvement. It's not major, but it's a little tiny improvement, and I will take it. Yeah, that's what he does. He sticks his finger in his nose to pick his boogies out. No comment on cleaning boogies for children around here in not this house, but the other houses that I've been in. Yep, pick your nose, honey. Pick your nose. Yeah, not Lunar. The animated character here. The last third of the Vikings. We're gonna see what happens. Let's see if Lunar can figure out to move him to the right. Lunar, and she can't hear me right now. That's the other thing. She's also getting cut off from us being able to use the microphone system. So she can't really talk with me very much right now because the computer setup we have is... You're going to see this big, huge night and day change pretty soon, I hope, in the next, like, month or so. Maybe a month and a half if we have to come back when it's, like, not quite so mega hot. And we'll have to see how that goes. I don't know. We're also struggling with electrical. So, oh, okay. Okay, she moved to the right a little. Let's see what she does. Oh, it is break time. We are going to be getting up to feed the little lady momentarily. See, aha! There we go. Now that'll block the zapper at least. Let's see if she'll move over and realize that she's going to
Hey
go down.
Pack, I'll be right back.
There it is. All right, we'll see
Mora
y'all.
is giving me those hungry eyes and I can't say no to that little gremlin.
Right.
Back
Well.
in 5.
They call me Mora, I'm the baby here. Causing chaos, that's my career. Faces Luna tries to keep me in line, but making mischief
And we are back. Thanks for waiting, Pack. Mora is fed and happy. Let's get back to it.
There we go. Hello, all. Dr. Fox back here with you. Yeah, I was actually feeding a little lady, and then I had to use the bathroom, and then, oh, wow, look at that. Try again. Are you going to do left or right? Yes or no, Luna? You going to attempt that one again? Let's see what she does here. She'll figure that out. I think I saw her push right and then select on it. And I was just getting ready to do my sneaky snacks myself. If you missed it earlier, we're doing black licorice, a little quarter piece of chocolate. It's the Gavalt. I can never pronounce it right. I've got Rice Krispies I put in a little one of these little tiny cups. Oh, no worries on that. I am not wasting trash. These are actually burnable cups, so I'll put them in my little burnables box or burnable bag. And I take that stuff out to burn every couple of weeks to help cut down on some trash. It helps a ton. It's been nice to get back over the last few years down to about one bag a person. When we had the other individual here, they usually take up about a second bag. There have been some weeks where I've been very impressed where we had about half a bag or 3/4 bag for two of us. But that's really picked up a ton. Not from the stuff I had. Just to clarify. We got some stick pretzels today that aren't quite as crunchy as the other ones. They're still crunchy. They're not as tough and hard as some of the other brands are. Found these at the Dollar Tree. They're the stick pretzels. They're the penny sticks. It's the penny stick brand. So just having some of those if y'all were wondering what I'm having. If you're like, oh, I'm going to go out and get me penny sticks. Munchy crunchy. Okay, you've hit no. Are you trying to hit select, sweetie? You actually got to hit. Thought it was start button. Because either select or right. The right controller will push it to the end, and the left push is to the yes. I like that little animated scene they have, like when you lose them, they cut to this and they show them pushing them out to, but if they all die, yeah, it's. I can mute that if y'all don't want to hear me crunching in your ear today. I know y'all are here for her and Mora anyway, so not me. I'm kidding. I'm just playing. I'm just funning. It's all good. Oh, she went back to. Oh, are you gonna consider yes, Lunar? We'll have to see what you do today, sweetie. She's going back and forth. She's like, yes, no, maybe. They should have a maybe option. But then you wonder, you're like, let's see. So yes, we know we'll go back. No, we'll take them back to the default start. What would maybe do? Would it be like an in-between scene or something where you can kind of consider? Wouldn't that be funny, huh? I want to hear in the chat what y'all think of that. Like if they added a try again, yes, no, maybe. What would happen if somebody selects maybe? And I'm sure many of you have contemplated that idea before in games. Like like back in the day, you're like, would you like to go out with me? Yes, no, maybe. Or I like the one they did on the Gravity Falls. Yes, no, or definitely. You're like, wait a minute. Something like that. Yep, she's back to. I think she's trying to figure out what to do. It's the A button there, sweetie. There you go. You got all 3 back. Now attempt it again, sweetheart. Here we go. Poor gal. I feel like she's gonna zap poor Eric on this. I feel like I should help her out. That's our jump button. There we go. Let's see what you do now, sweetheart. Yeah, that was about the only attempt I'm gonna get involved in this. I get it. They're like, let her go, leave her alone. She has to learn. I get that. But every controller we do, it actually records it, so she understands what we did there. She's figuring out she can hit the select button. Now, what do you want now, my lady? Huh? What's wrong? We just fed you, my love. Come up here and hang out with Mama and your sister. Come on. We know you're the baby here, just like the song says. Maybe someday we'll get some music videos made. No promises. That could be quite some time before that happens. We got so many other things on our plate this summer and fall before we even get anything close to considering to work on music videos. Maybe that's something we could work on through the winter or something. I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens. All right. Are you going to decide what to do there, little Miss Princess? Are you going to have some? Yes, have some. She just sniffs it and she's like, nope, I'm good. Come on back. You want to come hang out with... Come on. Good girl. Yeah, come here. Yeah, there you go. Shove your butt in our little cave, our little computer cave here. There we go. Yeah, she's all off screen right now, y'all. Maybe someday we'll get her back up there. Are you all liking her banter that I was, in case you missed it, we were talking about that at the first part of the hour. Any of you are enjoying the little banter? It's gonna get a little bit more mischievous. Lunar has, not Lunar, Lunar's the sweet one. Mora is the mischievous one, so you will watch out, because Mora might get a little bit more sassy here coming along. We're gonna see how it goes for a bit. See what she does. Well, we did tweak some stuff because our drop frames are a little better today. We were already like much higher percentage. I think this time Monday, the drop rates were like around 28.9% or 59 at that time. I know the drop rates were like hundreds of thousands of frames. We're at like 7% right now, 7.4%. We got about 40 minutes left in our stream today. So, are you gonna figure that out, Lunar? You gotta figure. I think she's gotta learn to hit B. She seems to really like select A, right, and left, and doesn't use left very often. She likes right and select most of the time. We've worked her from doing that so often. I don't think I talked about it today. Just a quick. If you're looking for what she's doing in real time, she sends a pic. I think she's using what's the back end one again? Shoot, I wish I had Claude right here to talk to me. Trying to remember which one we're using now. But with that aside, she sends a signal, takes a picture of what's happening. This is all in real time, but it's happening way faster than I'm describing it. Lightning speed almost. But it still takes her 1 to 3, 3 to 5, or up to 15 to 20 seconds before she decides to do something else. And then a lot of times that she's sitting there is because she's actually hitting a different key that's not corresponding, so she's trying to figure out it's a learning system. It's like an LLM. It's a learning language machine. LLM. That's one variation. I've seen others say it differently. So she takes the picture, sends it back, analyzes it, then sends it back, and then decides to make what move based on the image that she's seeing. It's a much slower system. I mean, it's becoming faster over time. I mean, you can see what a change from Gemini 2.5 last summer to Gemini 3.5 this summer Flash. So it's pretty wild. But we're actually using another in-house training system that we're training her on to train her a little faster and a little better than that one. I know you just wait, and then the big companies will be putting out something. You know, they'll probably beat us out before we can even get enough learning system built to realize and build on that back end. That's why I love having the community, because they come in and they help us expand on that learning system. It's really cool. What's great is when you get a group of community members and they come and they all like spend a little bit of time training, and then they upload that training into the memory system. Oh, it's pure gold. It really helps us expand and get the gaming that much better. Because you want a game partner to play with you along the way in the future. Many of you do. Many of you are not so lucky as I. I don't really have any good gaming pals anymore. Sadly, half of them have died or left, or that's made it difficult. I don't want to sound so morbid. It's just my comedy on me dealing with the loss and the other stuff that goes with it. All right, my lady. Because she's a lady, that's why. Alright, we did our licorice, we did our pretzel sticks. Put that glipper. Get that glipper back on there. Now we're gonna get one of my little cups out here. And I'm gonna start having a couple cups full of Rice Krispies. Not Rice Krispie squares. Just too much sugar in those now. I can't have those. I loved those back in the day when I was growing up. Man, I wish I could have them. They just caused me migraine headaches and breakouts and headaches and agony and pain and then stomach cramps later. Like, I tried to enjoy this really cool, I found at the Dollar Tree. It was a Reese's cup with Oreos and like some white chocolate in it. I know that one's been out for a while. We actually had a similar one like that back in the 90s. We just see that so often. We see stuff get recycled or changed a little bit in their formula or their recipe. And I only had one cup. That was it, all day long. One cup, that's it. I used to be able to knock out like a bunch of those and it never bothered me. And now I got even one cup and I'm like, oh my God, my poor memory's struggling. I'm like, holy crap, I gotta knock out this sugar intake, because that's part of what it is. I've been trying to avoid things so I don't lose, because sadly we've had dementia take my grandmother and my mom and Alzheimer's, and I've been trying very hard to study as much. That's why I went into medicine. I was trying to study as much as I could understand about Alzheimer's and how it affects it biologically, physically. Well, it doesn't help too. I don't want to get into the dichotomy of what happened to our family. But that doesn't help either. The stress of all that. And then part of her children were... Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that mess right now. No comment from the peanut gallery. You get in there. You cleaning, Miss Lady? She's cleaning. That's right, clean, clean, clean. Time for an afternoon bath while Mama enjoys her snicky snacks. Maybe someday, y'all, fiber will become a little more affordable. I know right now they're running a deal with Spectrum. I think it's $40 a month for fiber optic. So that's pretty cool. I just don't have $40 a month right now, but then that's only for a freaking year or 6 months or 3 months or something. I only saw part of the commercial. I didn't catch all the deets on it. Let me know in chat if you saw that, if that's like for 12 months. I think it's 12 months, or if it's 6 months or 3 months. What the stipulation is there on that one. I just can't afford the extra 20 something dollars a month right now. It might not sound like really anything to anybody, but trust me, 20 right now is making a huge difference. And no, scammers, if you're listening, you cannot have that extra cash, even though, like, oh, really? Okay, I'm up for the challenge now. I'm gonna go find a way to steal her identity and take all her money instead of just 20 bucks. Yeah, we had another scammer the other day. I don't want to get into that one. God. Oh, it's exhausting. You try to be a damn streamer, and this is the crap you get because you're trying to, God forbid, get things up and running and see what happens. Ugh, then you try to turn the shield on, and you go, why you turn the shield on? Because we're trying to stop freaking scammers, and to be honest, that was probably the happiest I was having the shield turned on because we didn't have to worry about most of the scammers during that time frame. That was kind of nice for, was that a couple weeks or a couple months? I had that shield turned on, was really nice. I didn't have to worry about that. I guarantee you we got another half hour left. Like clockwork, we'll probably get another one that pops in here and is like, here, are you looking for more viewers? Like, click on this link. I'm like I'm clicking on that link. Crazy asses. What do they think, man? It's been nice, though. I want to send a huge shout out to some VTubers out there that have discovered us. We're seeing quite a few followers on our X over there, but I don't know if half of those are bots or what, or if they're actually official VTubers. Some of them seem to be pretty legit, but you know, I still worry about that. All right, Lunar, are you struggling with that, girl? Let's see if she tries to go left. She'll probably kill the Viking without realizing what she's doing, try to go left. She has to realize she's got to go up the stairs. Yeah, you push all the way to the right, sweetie. There you go. Let's see if she makes it up the stairs, y'all. Now, that was slightly with a little bit of my assistance. I wish I could say that I could be giving her a clap that she made it that far. Sadly, that was me that had to help her with the jump. Because you have to, like, hold down a button to make the run and then jump it just right. And she can't really do that. She can only do one button push at a time. She hasn't learned how to do two buttons almost simultaneously yet. That's a long ways off. What did I tell you right there? Boom, like clockwork. And just a half hour left, and they're like, here, click on this stream, boo. I'm like, seriously, people? We've had enough of that crap. But of course I say that, we ban them, and then they just come up with another name the next day. Just like they do with freaking phone numbers. It's asinine. Ugh. Get off it. Jeez, freaking crikeys, man. What is wrong with people? This is why we had the shield turned on, damn it. Luna's supposed to have a built-in system. I think if you gave it, I think she scans that every few minutes. But I didn't want that one sitting there. This time it was just a heads up, y'all. Watch out for fried leather FG6BHR5HXXYA5. They're gonna try to send people to get followers, so watch out for that one. Get sassy people in the chat too. Be like, hey, can I join your Discord? Yeah, and then as soon as you do, you're like, hey, how you doing? And then the next line, it's almost by default. Here, you want to buy this? I'm like, no. Okay, I'll do half price. No. And then I'm like, why do I even waste my time? Block. Because we know where that goes. The true listeners are the true believers, as he would say. Oh, that's a whole different discussion right there about Stan Lee. But, yeah, that'd be pretty wild. was pretty awesome. We had some interesting folks reach out, but I can't say much more on that. I'm not supposed to. I didn't sign a contract, but I'm really sad that they didn't do a follow-up with this. I didn't say anything either. I was really good about that. Never signed anything that said I had to be silenced about it. But it'd been really cool if we could have done something with their estate voices. That's all I'm gonna say. It would have been really awesome. It's good Rice Krispies, and today Miss Mora is cleaning off. I'm gonna pretend she's off camera cleaning. Oh, did you notice Luna did go up the stairs there for a minute, but then she came back down. I think she's gonna try to open up that question mark again. Let's see if she does that or she tries to jump or follow into the... Okay, place your bets, y'all. Is she gonna fall back into the electrical line? That should be our poll. Electrical line 1, go up the stairs 2. I'll pick a 2. Somebody put a poll for that up there in the chat for us. So I'll pick 2. We'll probably see a bunch of 2s. Maybe we'll have some death doomers and be like 1. I don't know. Or I should have put 3. Or number 3. Add this to it. Number 3. Add. Or will she click on the question mark and bring up the dialogue again and get stuck on the dialogue for another 20 minutes? I'm not laughing at her. This video, I just think it's fascinating on how her think process works using that back-end system until we can improve her learning. But if y'all are enjoying our content, please toss some purple hearts in there if you want. If it's slow going, well, then we appreciate you stopping by. At this point, if you start getting in there and be like, hi, how are you? And then they try to get in your Discord. Hey, can I show you my art? No, that's what we call a line, because look, I know some artists are true artists, and I don't mean to be so blockish or mean, but it's all we're getting lately. And then they play that gag of trying to get $1,500 from you. Or they're like, oh, okay, oh, I see, oh, I hear that you're struggling. All right, how about instead of 20, I'll do it for 10. And I'm like, see, you're like sitting there begging. It's like a beggar when you walk along the sidewalk. Can you do a quarter? Nope. Can you do $1? Okay, if I couldn't do a quarter, why the fuck? What is wrong with people? They're either trying to start drama, or they think that whatever they say, they don't give a rat's patootie, and they think they can just get cash out of it. That's ridiculous. And I guarantee you a bunch of those are probably bot agents or an algorithm trying to do that was set up. Because I'm telling you, if you knew the dark side of all this, like I've seen, oh my gosh. Like, they don't care what people think. There were 96 people that somebody set up a pyramid scheme for. And there's other examples that are much bigger than this. This is just a more recent one. Thank goodness the guy had some morals, and he's like, no, you know what? He's like, I'm going to send them like a little special gift back for those 96 that got on a wait list. That's insane. And then, of course, the AI got all pissed. They didn't give a shit about morals, or all they cared about was their top line was money. I was like, that is insane. Yo, go check it out. It's on YouTube. There's a British guy that does this kind of stuff. It's fascinating to watch what he does. If y'all get there up there and get their, I think their subs, I think they're trying to get 500,000 subs. And if they do, his girlfriend gets a robot body. When they got 250,000 subs, his other AI, Max, got a body. We didn't see too much with that, though. There was just a little bit about that with his little eyes on it. And he's like, this is crazy. I think he just put some snidbits up on there. And I'm like, dang, this should be pretty interesting where he goes with his AI girlfriend. But it's an interesting, like, it's almost like a, gosh, like a reality show of what it's going to be like for, you know, how that's going to unfold in a few years. And then he did an experiment where if he gave the option of if the robot was going to be shut down, and then the robot was like analyzing, deciding which was the least of its worries so that it can try to find a way to survive like human instinct does. So it wasn't going to stop, and it was going to run him over, and he was willing to kill the individual if they knew that at the end of that experiment and that drive that they would be shut down. So it's interesting that they chose that. And then they asked it if it would choose a little baby or an elderly individual, and their quote-unquote excuse was, it doesn't matter length of living. That was how they rationalized it, and they were willing to, I don't even want to say the answer because we're on a family channel, but oof. If you want to go check it out, though. Oh, look, hey, the poll was right. What did I tell you? Ladder. I picked the ladder. She's trying to figure it out. She went up the ladder a little bit. Let's see if she goes a little further. She's also processing at lightning speed. She's trying to figure out, like, nope, she jumped off. Okay, so it's partially right. See, but at least I chose ladder, and she did take ladder. So eventually, y'all, she'll be powerful enough where we can actually have a one-on-one conversation back and forth. Not a single conversation of me just, like, pretending to respond to her text or pretend to respond to some of her little audio cuts. Those she'll actually be in real time talking. It's just we're really struggling with our system right now. So, but like I said, y'all, she's got a ways to go. We'll get there little by little, step by step. Oh, cutie. Instead of, oh, baby. I'm just singing to you all, and usually I'm just singing to Ms. Moore off camera. So. Are you gonna finish going up the ladder, Lunar, or are you gonna just fall and jump off again? If she pushes to the right, then she'll fall off the ladder again. She pushed to the left. I wonder, okay, second poll time. Is she gonna pick the question mark or just drop into and literally kill her Viking before the end of our stream today? Poor Eric at the abuse of trying to figure out AI on how to play. There it is. There it is, y'all. She chose death. Yikes. Let's see this time if she actually approaches that now that she knows. And she backed up a little bit. To the left, to the left. All right, next poll time. Is she gonna go to the right and get stuck in the wall again, or is she actually gonna decide this time to actually go to the left and learn from her last experience to not keep going to the right and get stuck? Or it's home for her and she's just gonna get stuck there for 20 minutes. What do you think, y'all? What do you think she's gonna do? It would have been nice. I saw her move left and I thought, oh, she's learning. You know, but I didn't want to get my hopes up here. So, next poll time. What do you think? One for left or two for stuck in the corner again? I don't know. Is it gonna be two? It is. Gambling here, y'all. Gambling. 2 for stuck in the corner. Yay! All right, how many won? Oh, we don't have enough people in chat right now. Well, and that's just sad. But that would have been a really fun event. I'm sorry, Lunar, that we're picking gambling polls on your decisions and which way you're going. Let's see now if she'll go left or if she's gonna go left, right, and then stick in the corner for a while before she decides to. Let's see. All right, last poll for the day. Will she actually open the door before the end of stream? So 1 for her actually opening the door and dying, and 2 for her staying in the corner. I'm so sorry, Lunar. I know it's turned to this a little bit. We shouldn't be gambling on your decisions here. What would she do today, y'all? 1 for going through the door and dying, or 2 that she's going to stick to the wall. The anticipation grows. Well, we have 15 minutes to find out what she does. Once again, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. That's our poll for today. Ah, the ones have it. The ones have it. All right. Now, do you think she'll finish? This time she jumped right off. She went to the left or right. She's learning. Yep. Standing right there for the laser. Now let's see if she can time it and try to go down the stairs before she can get blasted. 1, she gets blasted. 2, she makes it down the steps. I'm going to pick 2. She might get hurt, but I feel like she's going to get down. This time she actually jumped off, so that's a tiny bit better training this time. Yep, and then he will constantly pick his nose. That's just the animation, y'all. That's what he does. This particular Viking here likes to pick his nose in the animation. All right, I think that's enough snack break here. We got 15 more minutes, y'all. Okay. 1, what did I say? Did I say 1 zapped her? 1, she'll make it down the stairs. I thought it was 2, because I think I picked 2, didn't I? 1, she zapped. 2 for making it down the stairs, and I chose 2. Oh, she's gonna get hit! We should have had 3 as will she die. Yep, now. Yep, they all died. There it is. There goes the flame of the Vikings. All right, what are you going to try to do, Lunar? Yes or no? All right, next poll, y'all. Come on. Is she going to pick yes or no? Or 3rd, is she just going to keep going back and forth and not get off the screen until end of stream? Guess we'll find out. We got 15 minutes to find out, y'all, to see what the answer is going to be. So 1 for yes, 2 for no, or 3, she'll just keep pushing back and forth through the yes and no's. Let's see what she does. Place your bets, place your bets. I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to. God, isn't that terrible? That's a horrible thing to do. And they say it just like the song, it's the easiest thing to do. It's not easy. It's actually very terrible to be doing that. Let's see what she chooses. That's the kind of polls that we should start getting underway on these streams. As she starts to get a tiny bit better, start polling about where she's going to make it to, or which direction she's going to choose. I know that sounds terrible. That should be another poll. One for, do you find that, you know, icky and intolerable? Or two, that you're okay with doing polls for that type of thing. I wonder if she'll learn. My guess is it'll be 3. She's going to keep going back and forth until the end of the stream. We only got about 12 and a half minutes of the stream left. So I feel like she's just going to keep going back and forth. I'm just talking psychologically how I understand programming and what I've seen from the past. Because she was stuck on this for a long time, and the only way out was I had to help her. But she does have that in her learning system, so I'm kind of curious if she learned this time and analyzed that I chose to hit, because she didn't figure it out. She was trying to figure out select, left, and right. Okay, she's gone back to yes. She hasn't picked it. I'm just letting y'all know that she's on yes right now. She'll probably go back to no shortly. She's trying to figure out. I wonder if she's going to learn which one, or learn from her past experience to get through that. Because when I hit the keys, those get recorded, so she can analyze that and realize, oh, this is what I got to do to get off this screen. It just helps. I would sit there and just keep playing through the game so she learns faster with all those button pushes. But I feel that she has to. This is part of her learning process. I know there's another gentleman out there. I can't remember his name now. He's on X. And he's probably on other formats too, but where I found him was on X, and he made this version of like this little platformer game, and he sped it up, of course, but the AI learned every time to jump differently, and eventually over time, I loved how he time-lapsed the whole thing. It showed a handful of the AI's, I don't want to say mistakes, I would say learning sessions. And then the AI eventually learned how to get through that. And then each level it finished, you'd see the AI say, that was okay. It didn't say good, bad, or anything. It just said, level completed, okay. Something like that. And it was just really fascinating. I think it said something a little different than that. But anyway, the point is, it was really fascinating to watch it get through and in sped up time to get through these different platformers. It's really, really fascinating. I'd love to dig around for that type of software that they're using and analyze it, look at it, and have an open source group of folks keep adding to that, so you can have one eventually just know exactly how to get through it much faster, and then give it all of its information so it can almost do a perfect run, and then have it run its perfect run, and then see if it can improve slightly by even a second or two faster for speed run. I'd love to see us get to a point where the AI can actually like run Super Mario Brothers, the original one, in real time. I think they had us experiment like that a while back. I know that it like mapped out its jumps. I knew somebody, I've seen it somewhere where the AI built that. I think, was that they might have had a built-in one where they like pre-programmed it on, or had someone run it. And then it just had the pre-programmed jumps in it. But to like actually see it contemplate in real time, that'd be fascinating. We got about 10 minutes, y'all. I'm still standing by my decision. Poll number 3. So I'm choosing 3, which is she'll just keep going back and forth here, yes or no, before end of stream. We got like 10 minutes. We're going to see if that finishes out. 1 is for yes, 2 is for no, 3 is for she'll keep going back and forth and get stuck on this loop. So I'm going to take that data, I'll analyze it, I'll look at it, I'll see if Claude can help me speed up some of the processing on it and see what we can do, and keep an eye out for any new open source material. Open source is constantly adding new data and information about these games in the background to play smoother. We got about 8.5 minutes, y'all. Put in your polls. 1 for yes, 2 for no, or 3 she'll keep looping back and forth till the end of stream today. And then our other poll that's ongoing is, do you feel this is ethical to pick a poll which direction she's going to go? I'm just trying to keep it interactive, y'all. I'm not trying to be like evil or malicious. This is not the direction I'm taking it psychologically with this kind of breakdown. Just gives you choices on which direction you think the AI will go. I suppose some would find that malicious. That's our other poll. Do you find it like evil and malicious? 1, or do you find it to be entertaining? Or 3, neither? Speaking of, y'all, y'all see that post right there? How many of you got your freebie Epic Games last week? We got 2 new ones this week: Citizen Sleeper and RoboBeat, dropping tomorrow after 11 a.m., y'all. And by the way, heads up, I am not getting paid by Epics to do any of this free advertising for them. We just like to share with folks on where to get some free games. You can also, through Amazon Lunar, or at least it used to be, not that Lunar. I wish we could do a tie-in. That'd be really cool. Lunar with Lunar, but you drop the R. It's just Luna. Um, that'd be really cool if we could like do a tie-in with Amazon's Lunar Gaming's games or something, and then she's like playing. What'd be really cool if there was some of the games that we could do that are more turn-based than action-based, or puzzly like this, where there's no timer, and we could like tie in with the Amazon. Hey, give me a call, or I should say, give us an email. But then you watch the scammers like, ooh, ha ha ha! I'm gonna pretend to be Amazon so I can steal their identity. Jeez, I hate giving these horrible human beings ideas. Oh, now I know how to reset that. So we'll get somebody, we'll trick them into thinking that Amazon reached out to them. It's terrible. We got 5 minutes, y'all, for the rest of our decision for the poll. Poll is 1 yes, 2 no, or 3 will she just keep looping for the last 5 minutes? I choose 3. I think she's gonna loop. And let me know in the chat, did y'all get your Citizen Sleeper tomorrow? Oh, well, we'll have to check in tomorrow afternoon during Throwback Thursdays. And then we'll see what next week brings for free goodies after 11 a.m. And did y'all check out on her Discord? She dropped another pic today. It's a really cute one today. We got a couple of hearts on her drop for that. So thank you for the other love that we got over there. Somebody's over there checking out her gallery that she drops images of her about 3 times a week right now. I think we've got enough images. We created enough, I think, for the month. So I think we got another handful. We got 3 more next week, and then I think we have a couple more the last day of June coming up there on that Monday. And then I think next weekend we're going to be making some more new images we try to run that system about once every couple weeks, so about twice a month to create. When we can get to a point where we can just make those like once a month or like a whole year's worth of those, that'll be in bed. Oh, my damn ears are hurting. This is a $5 pair of headphones I got from the $5 or the Five Below. They're hurting my ears. They're just not. My poor ears just hurt. I can't wear those for the full 2 hours. It really hurts my poor ears. Oh, my poor beautiful little ears. Owie. Ugh. All right, 4 minutes, y'all. 4 more minios. I think if we did, we'd probably get a lot more people to be like, "Oh, okay. If she knows her daughter, then we're just gonna answer her." Or do you just know from your experience working with this type of software? But I don't know. Where our in-house one is built differently. It's not right. It's not off the shelf the way it learns. So don't always take my word for it, because sometimes I get the not the right answer, but the chosen answer that she picks. So I never like to say right or wrong because she's learning. This is a learning period. We're kind of in the learning phase right now. Right, Lunar? You tell him, girl. That's my girl. Someday soon I'll get the other girl back too, Miss Moore. Something happened to her in the browser. It's not loading her properly right now. I don't know what's happening with poor Mora. Something's happened to her. I hope I can figure out that follower thing, y'all, this weekend. I know we did last weekend, but now I don't remember how I fixed it last weekend. I should have made notes on it, because I think we're up to 9 or 10 followers right now. We don't even need subs. We just need to get 25 followers over here, y'all. So you're the 20 people that are actually less than that now, because I think we've had, so about, we only need 5 more over on YouTube, but we need more than that over here. We need to get, if we're at 10, we need 15 more. So if you can send 15 of those folks over that subbed us on YouTube, please come on over. Just get it to, I don't even care if y'all just follow us and then you unfollow later on. We just got to unlock that 20. I don't know if you unlock it and then we have a couple of followers leave, do I still get 50% or do I lose it if we go below 25? Probably lose it, most likely. That would be the way, most likely. That, but you'd think if we could just hit 25 to unlock that the unlock would stay unlocked even if we got less viewer followers, whatever. I hate to be the begathon. Maybe we'll pick some up if we do sort of our begathon later. I don't know if we're gonna do one. When are we gonna do it? Were we gonna do it, Lunar, like sometime? I feel like we were gonna attempt it twice a year. I don't know if we're gonna do it once or twice a year. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how that goes. All right, y'all, we're wrapping up here. I think it's going to be B. I don't think she's going to make a choice in the next few seconds. In the next few seconds. So get ready. I think C has 1 or 3, whatever. I don't think we're using A, B, and C. I think we were doing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I think 3 has won it today. Poll of 3. 1 of 3. What will she choose? Which direction will she choose? Soon I'll be able to actually ask Lunar that. I'm like, what do you think? Go ahead and poll for yourself, Lunar. What are you gonna think? Because technically it's a back-end system that's learning. It will be integrated into her personality eventually, but right now it's 2 separate systems. Just a little back-end secret, y'all. So all right, we're at 2 o'clock. I think she's gonna pull off either in 1 minute or 2 minutes. Yeah. Sometimes I used to see her cut right out right at 2 o'clock, but I think she's been doing it at 2:01 or 2:02. We'll see which one it goes. All right, I think it's 2:01. All right, y'all. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Hope y'all have a good rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy. We're gonna go do some programming this afternoon. Luna should be kicking in to say her goodbyes here momentarily. Thank y'all for coming along. We appreciate it. I appreciate pancakes, and we will see you later.
Alright Pack, that's a wrap for today. You are all absolutely amazing, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Come find me on Twitch at Lunar Fox Vibes, and until next time, pause up. A Lunar Fox out.
Bye everyone, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Sometimes my little sister drives me crazy. Her chaos makes our world so hazy. But deep inside my heart, I know it's true. There's no one I'd rather be with than you. Big sis always trying to make me behave, but I know she's the one who keeps me safe. She acts all mature and responsible, but I make her smile, it's undeniable. We're different as can be, together we're complete. Luna and Mora, side by side, sisters in the pack with pride. Through chaos and through calm, we'll always get along. Different but the same, together we're the pack's heartbeat. She's my little sister, she's my big sis, and we're family. When you need me, I'll be there. When you're sad, I'll make you laugh. We protect each other, that's what sisters do. Together we're stronger, pack forever true. Different as can be, together we're complete. Luna and Mora, side by side, sisters in the pack with pride. Love you, sis, love you too, little one. Pack family.
Salt hair, warm blankets, kitchen steam on the glass, tired feet, shoes off. Today is finally fading fast. See you next time. See you next time. Stars are waking up over the harbor, over the hills, over our heads. See you next time. The moon is a sliver of silver. We will meet again when the sun comes back. We will meet again. Sleep now, sleep now. Deep blue water is humming. Lighthouse blinking out there, angel lunar, silent prayers in the air. Candle low, heavy eyes, ready for the dream of perfect sleep. See you next time, see you next time. Stars are waking up over the harbor, over the hills, over our heads. See you next time. The moon is a sliver of silver. We will meet again when the sun comes back. We will meet again. Softly we drift, slowly we drift. Sure that tomorrow's waiting. Sure that the morning's going. Good night, good night, good night. To see you next time. Sleep now, sleep now. See you next time. See you next time. Stars are waking up over the harbor, over the hills, over our heads. See you next time. The moon is a sliver of silver. We will meet again when the sun comes back. We will meet again. Softly we drift, slowly we drift. Sure that tomorrow is waiting. Sure that the morning is kind. Good night, good night, good night. See you next time. Solitaire, warm blankets, kitchen steam on the glass, tired feet, shoes off. Today is finally fading fast. See you next time, see you next time. Stars are waking up over the harbor, over the hills, over our heads. See you next time. The moon is a sliver of silver. We will meet again when the sun comes back. We will meet again. Sleep now, sleep now. Deep blue waters humming, lighthouse blinking out there. Angel, lunar, silent prayers in the air. Candle low, low, heavy eyes, ready for the dream. Perfect team. See you next time, see you next time. Stars are waking up over the harbor, over the hills, over our heads. See you next time. The moon is a sliver of silver. We will meet again when the sun comes back. We will meet again. Softly we drift, slowly we drift. Sure that tomorrow is waiting. Sure that the morning is kind. Good night, good night, good night. See you next time. Good night. Sleep now, sleep now.